I came to the work on Queen Anne because I had knowledge of some of what went on during her reign in literature and in music, and to some extent in the visual arts. And I suspected that she must have had something to do with the extraordinary flowering in all the arts that occurred in this relatively brief 12-year reign. And as I began to do research, I discovered things that I had certainly not known, and I think very few people had known. Principally that she was, in her youth and into her adult life, a serious musician. That she frequented the theater, was an amateur actress, knew everything about dance, and was a real connoisseur of high-quality court dancing, about which she knew quite a lot, and cared about architecture, had strong opinions about painting. So I discovered that this person, normally described in biographies by attention to what happened in her reign in terms of war, in terms of partisan politics, in terms of diplomacy, had this very, very rich side of her that was expressed in her participation in and her support for the arts. One of the most surprising things was her sense of humor. I mean, you sit and you read someone's letters, and all of a sudden you realize that there's an in-joke. She was, before she was queen, and after the death of her sister Mary, she had to be the official hostess for the annual birthday party for King William, whom she despised. But they both knew they had to make a show of getting on. So there's this series of letters from then Princess Anne to her great friend Sarah, Duchess of Marlborough, at that time just the Countess of Marlborough, about what shall we do for William's birthday. And, you know, maybe we can have a play. We can bring in a play from one of the theaters. Or maybe there should be a ball. I mean, so she should. And in the middle of one of these letters, she says, I think I have been told that the king does not care for plays. Now, this is wicked understatement. William never attended the theater in his 13 years on the throne. He despised music and cut down the size of the royal band. He never read literature. He was a soldier. He went to fight every summer, and he had strong opinions about politics, but he was not a man of the arts. I think I have heard that the king does not care for plays is this wonderful kind of understated bit of irony. And I found other such things. So actually, she sort of did have a sense of humor. I think we tend to think of her as kind of dour and distant, but I was surprised and pleased by that.